Shemel Shai, Bashem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Mount Stone. Salutation to the Akim out there who are pushing this word in all sincerity and all truth. This lesson is going to be based on a point that's made in the book Atomic Habits, Tiny Changes, Remarkable Results by James Clear. It's a book that I've done a lesson from, my previous lesson. And again, I'm recommending it for anybody that can get a hold of the book. This again, it's Atomic Habits. The name is right there at the top of the screen. Atomic Habits, Tiny Changes, Remarkable Results. And the lesson that I'm going to do today is on the principle of delayed gratification, right, and delayed judgment. Right. This excerpt is taken from page 94. I think it's chapter 8. And I'm just going to read. Right, it says, you value the present more than the future, right? And that's how the natural man thinks, right? You think about taking care of your present self, serving your present needs, your present desires, and your present lusts, right? Your present yearnings, right? So you value the present more than the future, right? Usually this tendency serves us well. A reward that is certain right now is typically worth more than one that is merely possible in the future, right? But in this truth, we think differently. We have rewards that are certain right now, right? If you go a certain direction in this world, you can get a nice car, a nice house, a nice job, nice women, pleasures of the flesh, you can go out and buy sex, take drugs, commit adultery, all these different things, and they would give you instant pleasure or instant reward, right? And some men find it difficult to forego those immediate rewards for something that's a little bit more delayed and that's a little bit more lasting. And it's because we value the present more than the future, right? But occasionally our bias toward instant gratification causes problems. And the question is posed, why would someone smoke if they know it increases the risk of lung cancer? Why would someone overeat when they know it increases their risk of obesity? Why would someone have unsafe sex if they know it can result in sexually transmitted disease? Once you understand how the brain prioritizes rewards, the answer becomes clear. The consequences of bad habits are delayed while the results are immediate, right? So immediately a scripture should come to brothers' mind, brothers who are familiar with this doctrine and with this truth. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 11, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore the heart of the sons of man is fully set in them to do evil, right? So because you're not rewarded immediately for your terrible behavior or your bad behavior or your bad habits, right? You continually indulging them because of the immediate reward that you get from them, right? And examples, from the book, let's get back to it. It gives you an example of smoking, overeating, having unprotected sex with somebody that you don't know or somebody that you don't know well, right? All these different things, right, give you immediate pleasure. However, it has a delayed judgment, if you, for lack of a better term, delayed judgment or delayed consequences, right? So it says smoking might kill you in 10 years, but it reduces risk and eases your nicotine cravings now. So when we go out there and we tell people that, hey, there's a kingdom that is set for you, and in this kingdom is all good things, righteousness, immortality, abundance, righteous wives, righteous children, riches above measure. All these different things are promised unto you, but you have to give up the life that you presently live. You have to separate yourselves from the lust that you are drawn to now, right? You tell somebody that, and it's like it's a foreign concept because they're so hooked on instant gratification. And we live in a society now where it's so easy to please yourself, right? Technology and a lot of advancements that we've made in society has made it so easy to achieve any pleasure that you want, right? So people are hooked on instant gratification. Nobody can see the far end of the spectrum, right? And if they can see the far end of the spectrum, it's as far as what? Retirement, or getting a house, or getting in shape. It's never kingdom minded, It's rarely ever kingdom minded, right? Even the men who are in IUIC who are getting exposed right now for the death of one of the members, Joy Morgan, they are not kingdom minded, yo, right? They're thinking about instant gratification, getting their kingdom now in Esau's world, right? But it's because the consequences, again, of bad habits are delayed while the rewards are immediate. So the rewards of doing the wrong thing are immediate. You immediately get satisfaction from doing it. But the consequences are delayed, so you keep doing it, yo. So again, scripture says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men, which is the mind, right, as the book explains, that the mind is attracted to immediate rewards, right? Because the consequences are so far delayed, right? So therefore the hardness of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him, right? So let's get back to the book. So it says, disease and infection won't show up for days or weeks, even years. Every habit produces multiple outcomes across time. Unfortunately, these outcomes are often misaligned. With our bad habits, the immediate outcome usually feels good, but the ultimate outcome feels bad, right? So breaking the laws, no, doing all the different things that two-thirds lust after and run after, it feels good, no, right? So they scoff at us, they laugh, they call us all sorts of names, but the ultimate outcome won't feel good, yo, right? The ultimate outcome will be the reverse. When the judgment of the Lord comes, when we will know we be in our time to rejoice, right? Because it says with good habits, it is the reverse. The immediate outcome is unenjoyable, right? But the ultimate outcome feels good, right? Let's get a precept just to back that up, right? There's a precept that just came to mind. Hebrews chapter 12. All right, so this is Hebrews chapter 12, and I'll start at verse 11. It says, "Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby." Right? And the word exercised, I believe if you go into it, it goes into habit, something that you've done a lot of times, right? Them which are exercised, so it goes into the word gymnazo. Let me make this cracker pronounce it.
Strong's G 1128. Gumnazo.
So it says to exercise naked, because that's what they usually do. The word gym actually means naked, right? It says to exercise vigorously in a way, either the mind or the body, right? To practice. Right? And if you look up the word practice, right, it means to perform an exercise or skill repeatedly or regularly in order to acquire it, right? To rehearse, to repeat, to go over, to work on, to run through, to go through. So that's pretty much that's a habit, right? So going back to the book, it says with good habits, so good exercise, it is reversed. The immediate outcome is unenjoyable, but the ultimate outcomes feels good, right? And it says the French economist Frederick Bastiat explained the problem clearly when he wrote, "It's almost always happens that when the immediate consequence is favorable, the latter consequences are disastrous and vice versa. Often, the sweeter the first fruit of a habit, the more bitter are its later fruits," right? Again, precept came to mind. Let me go with the spirit, because I had other precepts appear, but let's just go with the spirit. This is Luke 6, and I'll go from let's go from verse 21. It says, "Blessed are you that hunger now, for ye shall be filled." So you see, unenjoyable now, rewarding later. "Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice in that day and leap for good. For behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in like manner did their fathers unto the prophet." And here's the flip side of the coin. "But woe unto you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full now, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Right? So that's the two sides of the coin. With bad habits, the immediate outcome usually feels good, but the ultimate outcome feels bad. With good habits, it is reverse. So us being in this truth is cultivating good habits exercised in righteousness. Right? So the immediate outcome is unenjoyable. No chastening for the present time seems to be joyous, but grievous. But the ultimate outcome feels good, right? And that's what we're after, yo. We're after the ultimate outcome, yo, right? So the first fruit might be bitter for us, right? But the later fruits will be sweet, yo. But it's the other way around for 2/3, yo, and the other nations. But the difference is the later fruits last longer, yo. Right? The later fruits last longer, much longer. Right? Let's get another precept. This is 2 Corinthians 4, and I'll start at verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Right? The famous boxer Muhammad Ali, you know, he said, suffer now, right? Here it is. He says, I hated every minute of training, right? But I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion, right? So that's it, yo. That is the same mindset that we have to have in this truth, right? Suffer now and live eternity as in glory, yo. Right? That's the reward, yo. So scripture says that our light affliction is but for a moment, so we suffer now, but it worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen, meaning which your physical mind, which your natural mind can perceive, right, are temporary. But the things which are not seen are eternal. Right? Hebrews 11, and I'll start at verse 24. By faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter, choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of Yahweh than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, a short time. Right? Esteeming the reproach of Yahweh greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. Right? Ecclesiastes 11:1. Cast thy bread upon the waters, for thou shalt find it many days after. That's speaking about what? Delayed gratification, yo. Right? That's it right there, delayed gratification. Ecclesiastes 18 and verse 27. A wise man will fear in everything, and the day of sinning he will beware of offense. But a fool will not observe time. Why will a wise man fear in everything? Because he knows that there is a judgment. So even if the judgment is not immediate, he knows that there will be one. A fool will not observe time. A fool will only be seeking after the immediate the reward that he can get by doing the wrong thing. Right? A fool will not seek after doing good habits because in the present they are unenjoyable, they are unpleasant. So he will flee from it, yo. Right? This is Proverbs 6 and verse 6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide or overseer or ruler, provided her meat in the summer and gathered her food for the harvest. That's what? That's delayed gratification, yo. That's planning for the future. That's thinking about your future self and not just your present self. How long will thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So it's like you decide that, okay, you miss doing a breakdown for a week. Next thing you know, you miss doing it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 6 months, right? Next thing you know, you're out the truth, right? You miss Saturday, you're late for camp one Saturday, no big deal. You're late for camp 2 Saturday, kind of looking like a trend. 3 Saturdays, looking a little serious. Then next thing you know, you start missing camp, yo. Right? So little by little, the bad habits accumulate. right? So it's pleasurable in the moment. You don't go. You get some more time to do whatever you want to do, right? But the delayed effect is that what? You get kicked out of the truth, yo. Right? You get a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. Right? This is Romans chapter 8 and verse 12. Now let me start at verse 16. The Spirit also beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. And if children, then heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. If so be that we suffer with him, no, that we may be glorified also together. For I reckon that the sufferings of the present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Right? So, again, as Muhammad Ali said, suffer now, live the rest of your life as a champion. Right? And that's it, yo. Plain and simple and to the point. Right? So, with that, I believe that that was all the precepts that I had to bring out. Yeah, that's it. All right, let me see if there's anything meaty again to bring out from the book. All right, it says, put on away the cost of your good habits are in the cost of your good habits are in the present. The cost of your bad habits are in the future. The brain's tendency to prioritize the present moment means you can't rely on good intentions. Meaning what? You can't rely on the flesh to guide you. It's the spirit that has to guide you, that higher self. Right? Because the spirit will the flesh will cause you to do what? Let me show you what the flesh will cause you to do. This is same Ecclesiasticus chapter 18 and verse 30. Go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thine appetites. If thou give thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies that malign thee. Right? So don't prioritize the present moment. The present moment is not where eternity is, yo. Right? Eternity is in the future. Right? Your future self. So no, suffer by doing the bad habits. Pay the cost of your good habits. No, yo. Count the cost. Right? So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakah Kodash. Again, Kalal Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakah Kodash for giving me the spirit to this lesson. Shalom.